Today we're going to talk about the Celebrity Beyond on Xtreme Travels. This is Celebrity's third largest ship in their Edge series, holds 3,200 passengers, and we spent a week in the Caribbean on this new line, which is so different than the countless other Celebrity ships we've been on. Okay, it's not. We got drunk and ate a lot. Hey, my name is Mr. X. Welcome to the Xtreme channel. We are giving away $1,000 statues to you guys. If you want to know how to win one, stay tuned for later in the video. Today we're going to talk about the ship, we're going to talk about the food, we're going to talk about the islands, but before we do that, I always want to give you a little bit of background. We love to travel. You can see we fly in first class. We have lots of benefits and perks, and why wouldn't you? Look at beautiful places like this. So we love cruising. We love cruising out of Port Everglades in Fort Lauderdale because it is the most seamless port in the U.S. to get on board. And frankly, we just have a lot of fun. We like everything that a cruise has to offer. It's like a giant Las Vegas hotel on water that you get to go to different countries. And the activities are countless, even if you just want to relax and look at the beautiful ocean. While we live in the mountains, we love the ocean. It is our second love. We get to the ocean as much as we can, and cruise boats are a great way of doing that. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Let's give you a little bit more insight on the Celebrity Beyond. Well, this video is about the Celebrity Beyond. I have tons of other videos of other celebrity ships as well as just cruises in general you can always go and check out. So first thing I want to show you is our balcony room. So this is a room tour of the Celebrity Beyond balcony room. I believe it may be called virtual balconies, although they are very real. Now, before we dive in a little too deep, just so you know, there is a connecting room. You better move if you want to be in the video. So we booked connecting rooms for our teenage children. So this is the room my wife and I will stay in. I would go into the bathroom, but my teenage son is in there, which is kind of questionary because it's my room. Why isn't he using his own bathroom? But so you have a little love seat sofa right here. Closet space with a very small safe. Some robes, an umbrella, and a ton of hangers. Over here you have a small dresser with some drawers. Here you have some power charging stations. Yes, I am very intoxicated at the moment, but if you know my channel, you know that's normal. So here is the bed. So they take two twin beds, I believe they're twin size, and they actually push them together. A few areas with a few USB chargers right there, which is good if you're outdated. Little nook and cranny right there, which I have nowhere to charge my stuff. And then of course right here you have the virtual balcony. So you can do a number of things with this. You can actually close it off, as you see with these doors. I believe you can close it off. That's just me guessing. But you can lower it. And that's what turns it into an actual balcony. So we have yet to leave port out of Port Everglades and Fort Lauderdale, which is the majority of cruise ports in the United States. Although we have cruised out of Miami, Texas, Galveston, I'm trying to think where else, New Orleans, and of course, Los Angeles. So a few directions there. Wow, captain may close the window, so apparently they have override capacity available, but you have a little bulk balcony that's actually inside. And then I know there's also a blackout curtain right at the top there. I think this may be it right here. Yeah, there it is. So the other one is the blackout curtain for at night. If you prefer that, we're just gonna stop right there, although it's gonna go down all by itself. TV, in case you wanna go on a cruise and just watch TV the whole time. So we're gonna go into the attached room right now, which is an identical layout with a few exceptions. See if they can let me in. All right. So first thing we're going to look at is, you can see they, instead of having the bed merged as a king, there are two twin size beds. And then they will also fashion this into a bed overnight for a third child. Some of them have an upper berth that will actually pull down. And here is a picture of the door actually shut. They have a little writing desk in both of them we didn't look at as well. And now let's look at the bathroom. You will need to close that number 2.
Okay. Hey.
One's in this one?
Yes.
Oh, I thought okay, I thought one was, oh, now it's locked. Oh, it's shut. And my key's in there. I need one's key to show in the bathroom. All right, hold on. Temporary issue. I left my key in there and... Oh, he just slid it down.
I got you.
All right, go ahead, 2. Were your hands clean when you slid that through the door?
Hopefully.
So when I'm with my family, I have to have, oh, the lights went, oh, it went dark. So when I'm with my family, my oldest son and I will book one room, and my family with my other 2 children, my wife, will book the other room. So let's take a look. So here's a control, by the way. This also controls the curtain over there, as well as the lighting in the room, very high tech. And I believe, I haven't tested it yet, but I believe you can actually get your Celebrity app to do the same. So here's the bathroom. It would help if there were lights on in here. There they are. So very similar to most celebrity bathrooms, even the older ones. You have a small toilet right there with the toilet paper. You have a mirror, and then a few compartments to hold stuff, and then a shower with a shower head that you can move up and down. So I was able to control the blinds from over here, which is kind of nice. So this is, again, that virtual balcony that they so brag about. I think I like traditional balconies better, being very transparent with you. And when I'm filming this in June of 2024, we have another cruise on another ship in about 3 months. That has the same type of balcony, but I do prefer the traditional balconies. Although it does give you additional space in the room. Excuse me. I drink a lot. But in other news, water is wet. So that is your tour of a balcony room on the Celebrity Beyond. So first thing I want to cover is the art. So this is their luxury level ships, and Celebrity is typically a little bit higher than Royal Caribbean and especially Carnival, Disney, stuff like that. But they really went all out with the beauty and decor of this ship. Some of it didn't make sense, but some of it was cool simply because the ship was still laid out the same as all the other Celebrity ships. We've been on all the old ones, but it was different. And it just absolutely beautiful. Some cool stuff to see. You can see in some of these pictures here that champagne glass. There's actually a hot tub at the top of it. This was the most popular thing at the pool. And we're going to look at the different public areas and the amenities as part of the ship as well as things to do on the ship. And then we're going to talk about food and the different ports that we actually went to. Again, just really strange, beautiful areas that I did end up appreciating, especially since it's different and new. I'm only showing you a snippet of what they had on board, but like other ships, they had shops you can actually buy fine jewelry in, cigars. However, a lot less than usual. I actually have a video coming out of how cruises have changed over the last 20 years, because when we went on this, it actually marked my 20-year anniversary of doing cruising. Had a lot of public lounge areas. However, they really went all out, not only with technology, but decor, which I really appreciate. Really made it feel that level of elegance and luxury. So lots of cool areas to hang out, whether it was with your family or they played live music, just like other cruise ships. But like I said, the new ambiance really gave it a big boost. And then on the outside, again, kind of the same thing. They had plunge pools, which was new. Usually they have hot tubs and pools, and we're going to look at those. But they had plunge pools. You can see right here, a little bit different, a little bit cool. And you could actually watch the sunset out of these, which we had some amazing sunsets. That's some of my favorite things to do on a cruise, is just sit and watch the water and the sunrise or sunset. They had a giant TV that they showed movies on outside. This is kind of like a foyer area, but with lots of foliage, if you will. Again, this picture's kind of out of order, but another lounge. The pool was different. So usually Celebrity, the older ships, they have 2 pools. This had one longer pool. The pools are never big enough, not enough seating area around the outside, although I appreciate they offer different seating. And we're going to talk about this in some upcoming videos about things to avoid on a cruise. There was definitely some obstacles, so make sure you've not only liked this video, but sub to the channel for those upcoming videos. They also had all the normal activities, from a casino to organized events, trivia. And of course, they had their theater for the main shows. So they had a hypnotist, they had singers and dancers. Now, what was really neat is they employed technology like I've never seen before on a cruise boat that I'm sure most of the new cruise boats have, but it was really amazing how they incorporated some of that amazing technology into the performances in the theater. So I really enjoyed the theater more than I usually do. And of course, they have other shows outside the theater, but here's just a few amazing pictures and clips from some of the stuff they did. Again, The Hypnotist, pretty hilarious actually, but some other good shows as well. Of course, let's talk about the amazing food. Food is one of the reasons you go on a cruise boat. I always say Celebrity has some of the best food. They have the buffet, which we go to all the time for breakfast, lunch, and or dinner, which is absolutely immaculate. Of course, free ice cream around the clock. Who doesn't dislike that? Now, also with that, you got to remember you can go and sit down with formal dining. Now, one thing the Beyond has done that's a little bit different is there's 4 or 5 different formal dining that are included that all have the same stuff, but they have a few different themes. So a few different additional items you can get specific to that theme, whether it's Italian or French. Now, you can also pay for the extra restaurants. As I talk about in many videos, we typically don't do that. But of course, we always get the alcohol package because we're drunks. And really, that's up to you if it's worth it or not. I'm going to talk about that on an upcoming video about the pitfalls. And I've talked about it in the past as well and given you some tips and tricks. So check out some of those other videos as well about the alcohol package. Let's talk about the ports, starting with CoCo Cay, Perfect Day. So this is a Royal Caribbean private island they now let Celebrity boats go to because Royal Caribbean owns Celebrity. Now, there's a lot of different parts to this. We spent most of our time in the Thrill Water Park. We ended up ponying up $1,600 to get our own cabana, which also gets us access for up to 6 people into the park. So you pay about an extra $800 for the cabana here, the private hammock. The nice thing is you do have your own personal waiter. While all the food is free on the island, they bring it to you. And since we had the alcohol package, drinks were free as well. But we could walk up to any bar and do it. Now in the water park, they had a fantastic wave pool. What they're really known for is the tallest water slides in North America, which is pretty neat. And they not only had the tallest, but there's tons of different ones. Like any water park, there was some waiting. We had beautiful weather. And if you don't like thrill rides like that, there are some basic rides for smaller kids, big pools. And that's just in the water park. You can go outside the water park and do a number of different things, which we didn't even get to see all of them. But they do have some private beaches. Some are adults only. And again, there's bars everywhere. So if you just wanted to get off and enjoy the beach, which we do at another stop I'm going to talk about in a few minutes here, you could do that as well. There was plenty of seating, plenty of shade, and there was plenty of food as well. So they bring the buffet on to the island here. You can get a snack shop. Again, it's all included. Tons of different things you can eat, and I thought that was absolutely fantastic. We are actually going back here in 4 months, I think. Second port of call was the Cayman Islands, which we've been to about a dozen times. In fact, we've been there twice in the last 14 months, or 3 times. So Cayman is great because there's so many things to do, whether you swim with stingrays, you just enjoy the beautiful water, lots of shopping. Now, the unfortunate part about Cayman is you have to tender in, meaning you have to take a separate boat from your boat, which is always annoying. This time we chose to do a dolphin encounter, which my wife and I have actually done that before, but our kids hadn't done it. So it was kind of cool. It was just an encounter. It wasn't a full excursion where you actually get to like ride the dolphins and stuff. But it was still a lot of fun. And then we teamed it off with a tour of 7 Mile Beach, one of the most beautiful beaches in the world. So great time in Cayman. Highly recommend it if you haven't been there. Then our last port was Bimini, which we've been to before. Actually, I talked about it in another video. We love this small offshoot of the Bahama Islands, simply because the fact the island is tiny, like I could see myself retiring here, but it has even more beautiful water than Cayman does, including some great beaches. Now this time we decided to go to a resort hotel while we were there. Cost a little bit of money, but we had an absolutely amazing time, and it was almost like staying at the hotel. We even talked about what would it be like to travel back here and just stay at the hotel. They had a huge beach with plenty of chairs, as well as a pool we're going to look at, and we had so much fun in the clear waters for the day. Definitely would go back. This was the World Resort Hotel, if you're curious, by the way. But this is where we ended our cruise. Very next day, we were back. And I'm happy to tell you in 4 months on our next cruise, we're going to all different ports. And we are going on another Edge class luxury ship, so I will highlight that for you as well. Since I'm not a traditional travel reviewer, this is just a quick snapshot. There's plenty of other videos out there by other content creators on the Celebrity Beyond, as well as these 3 ports of call. As we try to grow this channel, we like to reward you guys for watching and subscribing. So because of that, every 5,000 milestone when it comes to subscribers, we give away a couple $1,000s worth of statues. We've actually given away over 20 statues. To win one was easy. First, you gotta be subscribed to the channel. You'll get bell notifications when videos drop. Each video that drops, you wanna make a comment on those videos. We pick a random video, we give away statues based on a comment. You can say whatever you want. The more videos you comment on, the higher your chances are to win. Hey, thank you so much to everybody that tuned in. If you're new here, we have a ton of videos on travel, whether it's all-inclusives or cruise. It is quite a bit about cruises. So go back and check out that content, but make sure you subscribe because in the next month, there's about 6 videos on cruises alone just coming out. Thanks, everybody. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.